Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I know time seems like an illusion while we're stuck in quarantine, but I assure you it is indeed Friday. So thank you for tuning in to What's the Buzz? I'm your host, B. Silva. So today we're going to be talking about how the coronavirus has affected schools, student learning, and especially those monumental moments like prom and graduation. Then in the second half of the show, we're going to be welcoming Nada Hernandez, owner and founder of Bald Girls Do It Better. So on March 6th, thousands of students headed home for spring break, not knowing that would be the last day they would set foot in their classroom for the rest of their semester. My last day of my whole college experience, I remember it, I think it was March 6th. It was a Thursday, and it was the very last class of my day. It was advanced broadcast journalism with my professor, Dr. Petrick, and he gathered the students together just to kind of like say goodbye before spring break started. And he wanted to thank us for all the hard work we were doing, because in that class we produced a show called South Florida Journal, which is an NPR styled podcast that airs every Friday at noon on Owl Radio and Spotify. So I'll drop that link below because today's going to be our last podcast of the semester. Anyways, Dr. Petrick, he was just thanking all the producers for working hard, and because the hours aren't normal hours, not normal school hours. You know, we mentor students, we stay up late, you know, we do interviews, we're producing not only the show, but we're editing content. It's just a ton of work. And then I remember as he was like waving goodbye, I turned back and I was like, bye, Dr. Petrick, thank you for everything. And I was like, I can't wait for spring break to end so I can get back to work. But it's crazy to think that was my last day of class. But I'm glad I had the opportunity to like say goodbye, because a lot of people, they just left school and they were like, okay, well, I'm not going to be back to school in goodness knows how long. Governor Ron DeSantis announced on April 14th that Florida schools will stay practicing distance learning until further notice. Now, ideally, schools should receive several days, weeks, or even better yet, months of in-depth learning before launching an online learning program. So, however, that hasn't been the case. District leaders eager to keep students learning push teachers to pivot quickly to online learning. So I wanted to read an email Diana Green, the superintendent of Duval County Schools, sent her staff on Friday, March 20th. Now let me just pull that up. Okay. She said, "It's amazing to me that it was just 3 days ago that we made the decision to close schools. In less than 72 hours, Team Duval moved the entire district to an at-home, virtual instructional model. We have managed to troubleshoot the mobilization of meal programs, lack of technology equipment, online teacher training, and a whole host of issues that come with change of this magnitude. 3 days. 3 days to create, print, and distribute about 5 million pages of instructional content. 3 days to load classes onto an online platform. 3 days to gather online resources so online instruction could continue to take place. 3 days to train about 8,000 teachers in a whole new way of work." Now imagine that. Green's email really shows just how fast schools and teachers had to adapt to this new norm. Now, some of the lucky teachers received a couple of days of training before being asked to transform nearly every aspect of their life into a virtual learning experience. Some other elementary schools have assembled bags full of books and worksheets for families to pick up, while others experience more of like getting their online tools through a delivery service that their schools did through a bus route. So, along with missing those classmates and in-person lectures, some students also are missing out on some of the most monumental moments of their life. Looking back on it now, I'm so extremely grateful I had the opportunity to attend my high school prom. I'm originally from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, so shout out to Central Dauphin High School for putting on one of the most spectacular nights of my life. Prom is more than just a dance. It's a night to celebrate friendship, youth, and education. There's just something so magical about the whole experience. You know, shopping for a dress, that's exciting. Getting your nails done, getting your hair styled professionally. It's just like a whole thing that just makes you feel like a princess. I know I felt really special on my prom night. So I'm really hoping high schools either put together a special prom or allow seniors to go to prom next year. There are a few creative ways you can still enjoy Aspect while being in quarantine. You could do a photo shoot in your backyard. You can hold a virtual prom with your friends, buy some fun lights on Amazon, decorate. And you can also, when this is all over, rent a small venue and invite your friends. Just make sure they dress up. So now the seniors who are not able to walk on their graduation hold a special place in my heart because I am one of them. My whole college experience has been quite different than the average person's college experience. You know, I moved to Florida in 2014. And so I had to pay online tuition for a few years. So instead of paying around $400 for a class, I had to pay $1,200. As a result, I was only able to take one or two classes per semester just because that's all I could afford at the time. So it's definitely taken me longer to graduate than the average person, but next month or in a few weeks, I'll be graduating 100% debt free. So I've been dreaming about my graduation for at least 6 years now. And I just imagined it to be this special, rewarding, emotional, and fulfilling experience. Because there were a lot of days where I just didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I was working crazy hours. I was waitressing all weekend long. And then Monday through Friday, I would be going to school, doing some freelance writing, and then doing my internship at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. So I kid you not, some days I would wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning to be at the Brooklyn Cafe Show, which is in Boca, about an hour away, to be there by 11 o'clock. And then after the show ends normally around 2 o'clock, I would drive back down to Davie to make my 3 o'clock class. And then after my 3 o'clock class, which ends around 6 o'clock, I would then drive to the restaurant to work a waitressing shift that normally lasted 4 or 5 hours. So I would get home around midnight. Now, I'm not saying that was my everyday routine, but that was at least 3 or 4 days a week. So shout out to all my friends for dealing with me because I was MIA for a few months just because I literally had no time. But I'm going to hold a dinner for you special friends and for all my mentors, all the people that guided me, just to like celebrate them sticking with me through all this time. So graduation is more than just a ceremony. It's a rite of passage. And for students who don't get a chance to walk, I feel like we need a sense of closure, you know? We need that goodbye. So if you know someone who is graduating this semester, please reach out to them, send them a graduation card, give them the praise, give them the 2 minutes of spotlight that they deserve. Trust me, it will mean a lot to them. I know it would mean a lot to me. But now I think we have our special guest of the day, Neda Hernandez. I think she's on the other line, and so we're going to try to bring her in.
Hi, B. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Happy Friday.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I know this is crazy. Like, this is what life has come to, virtual experiences.
Yes.
How has
oh
it
my God.
been
It's so
for
crazy.
you? How's it been for you
For
trying
me,
to work?
it's been good. I feel like it's for people that like to create. It's a very good opportunity because you get to have this extra time to be able to learn more by yourself and learn different things that's going on around anything you want to like do in life. So it's really like peaceful, but still is a little frustrating because you can't go out and do it, but you get to be able to do it and learn from your house. So it's kind of fun.
It's crazy. I know you have like a crazy schedule. You also work 9 to 5 while running your whole business side hustle.
Right.
So I think like we're going from doing stuff nonstop to being like, whoa, take a breather. For me, it's been like a huge change. But how has it been trying to run a business all online?
Um, it's been, I feel like for me, it's been good because I've been learning how to do things. So I've recently learned how to put together a website. So for me, I thought it was going to be harder, but me being able to kind of like just have time to not do anything and just focus on that has gave me time to be able to do research, go on YouTube, learn different things. So it's been really fun. And not only that, I get to interact with all the girls around the world and stuff like that. So it's been a little bit more fun or more time to be able to concentrate.
And I know, wait, I wanted to pull up your Instagram. Could you, while I pull it up, can you give the viewers just like your info so we can find you?
Yeah, of course. So my Instagram, it's Ball Girls Do It Better. And we also have a website that's ballgirlsdoitbetter.com.
That's awesome. So I pulled it up. You have 57,000 followers, almost 58,000 followers. That's like not your normal Instagram account, girl. Like that's something crazy. When did you find, like, when did you get the idea to start your own revolution?
For me, I feel like when you go through in life certain situations, you feel like you will need to help others. So no matter what you're going through or whatever you're going through at the moment, I feel like for me, I will want to help out different people so they don't go through the same situation I went through. And with mine was me when I used to have short hair. Right now, my hair is growing out a little bit. Is helping out girls that need extra help and need more self esteem with that. So that's what I've just been doing, and I just been helping out with that. So I created a page to be able to influence girls from all around the world.
And so you had long hair before, like, but how long
Yeah.
was it just like, and what made you were just like, I'm going to shave off all my hair today?
Yeah, so my hair was like up to here, my before I even cut it, but it was really damaged. I never got to see my real hair as a little girl. My mom used to always like perm and stuff, so I never got the chance to see how my hair really looks like. So one day I was in Puerto Rico and I saw my cousin, and she had short hair. I never seen anybody like that. So for me, the next day I decided to cut my hair. The next time
And
around, that was like in high school. So I was like bald during high school. I let my hair grow and I had like these huge curls I've never seen before, and I fell in love with my hair. The second time I felt like I wanted to cut my hair to like let everything go, let whatever I was holding on throughout the years. And it was harder the second time. And I felt like I was debating and needing help if I should even do that. So I went to the barbershop debating, crying, asking my friends, and I feel like I should have never had to be able to put myself through that situation because I seen how I look without short hair. But I was so attached to my hair that I never had the chance to really like know the second time around like how it feels to be unattached to my hair. So I created Bar Girls Do It Better, and I it's kind of like a sisterhood and also like a self love page too.
no, I love it. I follow you. I'm an avid fan. And I saw recently you posted just 18 hours ago virtual meet and greet. This is Nada's page, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you well, but within an hour, she had over 50 comments. She has almost 200 likes. So you're going to get a lot of guests for your virtual meet and greet. What do you plan on doing? Are you going to do some talks? Are you going to do some giveaways? So, what is that going to look like?
Well, that's so you give me a good idea. I know when we talked about it, it was like all your ideas. I'm like, oh my god, that's so smart, and everybody was like writing to me like, oh my god, that's like the smartest idea. And I'm like, I know B came up with it, but I think I kind of want to do special guests, like different barbers, couple girls that have are Instagram famous too. What else do I want to do? Maybe a giveaway because I am coming out with a clothing store. Me and my friend Paula, we're gonna come out with do rags. So we're super excited about that. So yeah, I know. I haven't told anybody, so everybody finds out from here.
I just had another idea for you. Okay, do rags that could turn into a face mask.
True. Oh my god, that's so smart. And then the do rags that we're doing is a matching top. So it's not gonna be like just a regular do rag, it's gonna be like a whole outfit. Very 90s, very vintage. So I'm super excited about that. Definitely you're working with manufacturing, with Cintrus, being able to kind of like put this all together. It is a lot, but it's so much fun. And that's kind of like a setback and it's a little hard because with this coronavirus, it was already supposed to be out. But now with this coronavirus going on, it kind of gave us a setback. But we're thinking about it in a positive way that we know that we're going to be able to sell more and have more time to think about things.
And I know you're
So
like
yeah.
a huge brunch girl. I know you did another meet and greet in New York City, and I think that was like a brunch. So we have our mimosas here. I'm going to cheers to you. I
Yes,
have mine.
mine's here.
It's Friday in quarantine. Happy hour anywhere. So cheers to you and to your new business idea. I have a secret. I actually didn't have any champagne, so mine's just orange juice. I didn't know if I was going to tell you, but I felt like I had to. We'll just
I did
pretend
the
that
same
mine's.
thing.
So we're not
I
okay.
did
So
the
we're
same
doing.
thing.
We're doing.
I was
Another
gonna
thing I
ask you
you
how
first.
have you been after you graduate? Like, what are you kind of like trying to do now? And
I know it's crazy. So I'm going to be graduating. Technically, my graduation would be May 9th. And so I'm finishing out my last weeks of school, and then I'm just like searching for like my next journey. I feel like school took up so much of my time that I need another substitute. I'm hoping I'd find like a station or a magazine or a website or something to bring me on so I can just create and do what I love to do best. So fingers crossed. I'm still applying. If anybody's watching, I am for the taking, job wise.
for sure.
But what about you? Where do you plan on traveling? I know you love to travel. What's like the first thing you want to do once the world opens again?
For me, I'm still gonna be like this year so much like business wise. So my mind has been like I want to travel, but I kind of want to focus so much on my business. But I'm definitely going to LA for manufacturers to look for ideas and stuff like that. Um, and then I might take a little vacation. I was supposed to go to Jamaica, that got canceled, which sucks. And then I'm probably gonna go to Morocco, somewhere nice too. Like maybe probably 3 trips this year.
Okay,
Yeah,
I love it.
Morocco has always been like a
And
dream to go.
and yes, I would love to go. And then what's the most thing you miss about like the outside world? Like is it brunch? Is it shopping? Is it going to the movies? Like what's your favorite thing that you miss doing?
Everything. For sure. I just mix just trying new things, trying new restaurants, just pretty much like seeing my friends and kind of just being able to like get in the car and just go anywhere right now, without wearing a mask, without wearing. So it's been a little scary. I know everybody's been scared about the situation that we're in right now, but a lot of people got to think about it in a positive way. It gives you time to rest. It gives you time to think about ideas, to create, no matter like to come up with a vision board. If you didn't do it in the beginning of the year, this is a perfect timing, that I say to come up with a vision board and for the rest of the year make your ideas come true. So I definitely think that that's something that people should start
That's a
doing.
good idea. I'm gonna start doing that. I have Photoshop. Um, I like my thing expired, but I signed up for the program again just because I'm like, okay, I'm stuck at home. I need to be creating. Like, I need to be doing something more than just for the first week. I literally sat at home and I like twiddled my thumbs. Like, I cleaned my closet, but then I'm like, what else do I do? And we're on day what, 30 of quarantine? So, like,
Oh yeah.
crazy. What do we do to keep ourselves entertained? Is there anything you do? Like, do you have like a routine? Like, what's your day routine look like?
Definitely. So I work from home. So I'm working from like 9 all the way until 5 o'clock. And then I take a little break. I just go on Instagram, just look around. And then I go on my business page and start like posting stuff and like writing back to DMs and writing back to emails. And then I probably go to sleep. And then but there's also, I don't know if there's a lot of people know, there's a lot of classes. I think Harvard University and Penn State, they're giving out free courses to anybody, so it's either business or language. So it's that's been a lot of fun things to do. I've got enrolled into a lawyer's class for free, which is
Oh wow,
amazing because it's normally like 1,200. So I'm super excited for that. And it gives you an idea to get a certificate. So after you graduate, or even if you graduate, you'll be able to get that and put that in your resume. So that's been
ooh,
fun
I'm
too.
gonna look into that. I didn't know that they offered that. And so I
Hmm.
know a lot of there's been riots or like people on the streets like holding up signs that says, I need to get out of quarantine because I need a haircut. So what would you suggest to the girls, to the bald girls who are maybe growing a little bit more hair and they're thinking about cutting their own hair? Would you suggest it or what tips would you give them?
That's so hard for me. I'm very picky when I did cut my hair is to be able to let like me cut my own hair or me done my own hair. So I'll say just wait on it. But I know a lot of girls are a little bit impatient. That just like, I don't know about that. I really need a haircut. And I'll say just go on YouTube. YouTube have been my best friend this whole time. Like I just been searching up every little thing. But go on YouTube and just kind of like learn how to do it yourself, but kind of be patient because you just don't want to mess that up. And
Oh my
but
God, I
it just
can
all depends on
imagine.
everybody.
Would you do anything drastic to your hair now in quarantine? Like, have you been thinking about doing something? I feel like you would color your hair. Like, I feel like a pink hair style is coming, or what are you feeling with that?
So my hair was like all black and then it was for blonde. So I just dyed my whole hair blonde, like as you can see, and it's
It
just
looks
started growing
so
back a little bit.
good.
So yeah, I love it. I was scared to do that. I was like, oh my God. And it took 3 days to do it because I'm like, all right, I have to dye it. And then the next day, I'm like, I have to re-dye it again. And then the third day, I had to put a toner. I just didn't want to do everything in one day and ruin my curls. So yeah, I mean, I feel like definitely I would love to dye my hair pink. I might try it. We have another month or two.
Right? Oh my gosh. I like I think the quarantine has been pushed back to I think May 15th. So we still have a little bit more longer in this. But know that like I feel like to meet with friends we should start doing virtual happy hours. We should start
Right.
phone calling each other more because I feel like we feel so secluded right now, but there are different ways we can, reach out. So on my very first episode on Wednesday, I asked my viewers if they could give themselves, their past selves, 3 tips. Like if you could go and visit your past self, like 2 months ago, you can't tell them about the coronavirus, nothing COVID-19 related. But if you give them like 3 hints towards the future, what would it be?
For me, it would definitely mean don't hesitate to get anything done. Make sure you get it done as scheduled. Make sure you go out as much as you can.
Yeah, you
Live your
deserve that.
best life. Go out as much as you can. And three is just enjoy being outside and just enjoy the little things. So, because it's like
Like,
you just nobody ever knew that this was gonna happen, but
no,
no, we didn't know. But at the end of the day, we have to think about it also in a positive way and just be able to kind of like pray for everybody that is going through that situation. So it's a little hard for most people.
no, seriously. And so I know our show is coming to an end soon. So if you could please give viewers your maybe not phone number, but but your
Yeah.
Instagram, both Instagrams, your personal Instagram, Bald Girls Do It Better, the website, all the information. So if they want to reach out to you, they can find you.
Yeah. So my personal Instagram is realistic Neda. Neda spelled Neyda. My Instagram page for Ball Girls Do It Better is Ball Girls Do It Better. And then we also have an email address, ballgirlsdoitbetter@gmail.com, and also our website, ballgirlsdoitbetter.com. So make sure you check me out.
So, Nita, thank
But
you
thank you for
again
having me.
so much. Yes, thank you for stopping by and chatting with us. And viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. My show is every Wednesday and Friday at 11 o'clock. So make sure you tune in to What's the Buzz. We hope you have a great weekend. Drink your mimosa, call your friends, do some video chats because we need a lot of things to stay happy. So thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.